Okay, good morning. Welcome back to Beyond Tutoring Classes by Jyoti. So yesterday we have taken a maths topic on algebraic expressions. So today I am back here with a lesson of grade 7, a peek beyond the point. So today I am going to cover the basic concepts of what are decimals. Okay. So what are decimals, children? They are the numbers that use a decimal point. For example, I have written here 37.0. So that use a decimal point to separate a whole number. Okay, let us suppose this is my whole number, and the whole number, the first digit here is called as ones. The second digit here is at the tens place. So right hand side of the decimal point पे मेरे क्या होंगे? These are the fractional part. तो जो ये first position पे present होता है उसको मैं बोलती हूँ tenths. Okay, this is how we represent the decimals. So they use a decimal point to separate the whole number from the fractional part. Okay, for representing the relation or values in between the whole numbers. इन दोनों को आपस में relationship भी दिखाना है. Representing the values between the whole numbers and the fractional part, we use a decimal point. These numbers which are used using a decimal point to separate a whole number from the fractional part are called as decimals. Okay, so now you know that decimals can also be represented on the number line. So अगर मेरे पास 0 के बाद भी कोई नंबर होगा तो मैं उसको कैसे represent करूंगी? Let's say 37.035. So this first digit after the decimal point will become tenths. Okay, suppose if I change the unit, if I change the digit, let's take it as 1. So this tenths means इसका fractional part क्या हो गया? 1/10. Okay, now this position is referred as hundredths. Hundredths. ठीक है, D के बाद THS. Hundredths means 1 out of 100 parts. ये फ्रैक्शन रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है डेसिमल पॉइंट के बाद वाले नंबर्स. ये वाला कितना रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था? 10 out of 1. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई हैव ड्रॉन हियर 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. लेट अस से, और एक यहाँ पे ये 10 पार्ट्स हैं. सो 1/10 इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग दिस 1 part out of the 10 parts. Similarly 3/100. ये हो गया हमारा 300ths. So which makes 3/100. Similarly this 5 is at the place of thousandth. जैसे हमने hundredths किया था वैसे thousandths. Okay, so this will become 5/1000. यानी कि इसमें 1000 parts होंगे, उसमें से 5 part. So 5 divided by 1000, that fraction we are representing, and here 3 divided by 100. So this is the whole number. This 7 is representing the ones place, this 3 is representing the tens place, and उसके आगे फिर ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, lakhs, that you know, 10 lakhs, and then crores. Okay, अब decimals का कैसे होता है? right hand side पे decimal point के इधर tens, hundreds, and then thousands. So decimal is 1/10 of 1. Okay, in the decimal notation, how do we write? We write it as 0.1. So the dot represents the decimal point and it separates the whole number from the fractional part. And the decimals can also be represented on the number line. कैसे represent करते हैं हम? Suppose this is 0 and this is 1. How I can represent? Now this will be 0.1. This will be 0.2. Again, every part is containing 10 smaller parts. This will be 0.3. This will be 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. Let's say here 0.9, and then this will become 1. Okay, so this is the way how we represent it on a number line. Every fraction with denominator 10 can be written as in the decimal notation. Now, how will I write? Now, this is 0.1. That means 1 in 10 parts. So, this is represented as the decimal part is 0.1. Similarly, if I say that children please divide into 100 parts, okay, 1 unit is divided into 100 parts, let's say. Okay, so अब अगर एक पार्ट को मुझे represent करना है तो कैसे represent करूंगी मैं? This will become 100th. 100ths. So that means 1 upon 100. और this is in the fractional part. अगर मैं इसको decimal part में लिखूंगी तो this will become 0.01. That means first one that I explained you, this is the 10th place, this is the 100th place, the next digit will be at the 1000th place. So this is showing that 1 out of 100 parts. So 100th of a unit, and the decimal notation is 0.01. So my dear children, the decimals are added the same way. The whole numbers are added. They are also subtracted in the same way the whole numbers are subtracted. So now let us come to some questions so that it these questions can help you clear your concepts more. Okay, so now for example, if I say what is the decimal for the fraction 3 upon 10? So again, if I draw this, how many parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now one more I am drawing here. Okay, so they are 3 parts out of 10 parts, 2 and 3. So how will I write this? Decimal notation will be, this is my whole number, this is my decimal point, and this is representing at the 10th place. So that means 3 parts out of 10. Okay, similarly, if I ask you second question, 5 upon 20, okay, what is the fraction for this? Right? What is the fraction for 5 upon 20? So the fraction, that means there are 20 parts. Let's say there are 20 parts. Okay. Now these are 20 parts. Out of that, 5 are I am shading. So this is what the fraction is representing. 5 out of 20. So if I divide, so 5 will divide by 20. So we are going to put 1, 0, 0.2, 40 आएगा, 50 में से 40 गया 10, and then again I am going to put 25 will give me 100. So my answer will be 0.25 as a decimal notation, because 5 parts out of 20 parts have been colored or shaded, and the decimal for this fraction will be 0.25. Okay, now let us come to some other question also. What will be the decimal for the notation 17 upon 100? Again children, out of 100 parts, okay, 17 parts have been shaded. तो आपको समझना है ये 17 divided by 100. ओके, तो आपने 100 में से 17 पार्ट्स ले लिए, और इसको मैं कैसे, इसका डेसिमल नोटेशन हाउ कैन आई राइट इट? आई कैन राइट इट एज 1/7. दैट मीन्स 1 in 10 parts and 7 in 100 parts. सो मेरा ये क्या हो जाएगा? 0.17. 17 upon 100 will be represented as 0.17. That means 1 part out of 10s, जो टेंस का हमारा स्लैब है, टेंस, और ये 100ths है, तो ये 100 में से 7, तो टेंस और एक पूरा 10 का कर लिया हमने. सपोज दैट दिस इज कंटेनिंग 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so all these 10 parts will be taken, and out of 100 we are only selecting 7 parts. So this will be showing 17 by 100 is equal to 0.17. Okay, now so this is the basics how we represent the fractions, okay, in the form of tens, in the form of hundreds, in the form of thousands, कैसे represent करते हैं. And maybe in the next class I'm also going to give you some other questions. Let us come to one more question. Okay, so express the following fraction in the decimal form. 85 upon 100. How will I do this? 85 upon 100 will again become 0.85. This is my decimal notation. दिस इज माई डेसिमल पॉइंट. 8 ऐसे 10 के वो हो जाएंगे और 100 में से कितने? ओनली 5. सो दिस इज माई डेसिमल नोटेशन. Similarly, 76 upon 1000. How will you represent? You will represent 0.076. So this is tenths. Okay. This is at the hundreds place and this is at the thousands place. So 7 out of 100, 6 out of 1000 and 0 in 10. तो 0 में हमें कुछ नहीं लेना. इसीलिए इसका डेसिमल नोटेशन क्या है? 0.076. 0.076. 7 hundreds पे आ गया, 6 thousands में आ गया और ये 0 tenths में आ गया. ठीक है. और 107 प्लस 3 upon 10 plus 1 upon 100. Okay. So let us say this is my question and I say that how you are going to represent this as the decimal. This you are going to write down in the expanded form. How will you write? Tell me. So 107 is my whole number. So this will come as it is 107. And now 3 by 10. So out of 10 parts, 3. This is showing me this is 3. So after the decimal point, I will put here 3. And then at the hundreds place, it is again showing me 1 part. 1 part out of 100. So I am going to put here 1. So what is going to be my answer? My answer is going to be the expanded form for this fractional decimal. The decimal for the expanded form, this will be, ये फ्रैक्शन में रिप्रेजेंट किया. इसका डेसिमल पार्ट क्या हो जाएगा? 107.3 आउट ऑफ 10 पार्ट्स. 10th पोजीशन पे 3 आ जाएगा एंड 1 आउट ऑफ 100 पार्ट्स, तो 100th पोजीशन पे 1 आ जाएगा. 100 प्लस 90 प्लस 3 प्लस 2 अपॉन 10 plus 5 upon 100. So my dear children, see, this is ones place, this is tens place, these are the whole numbers. ये पूरा whole number है क्योंकि यहाँ पे कोई भी fraction नहीं है. ये हमारा क्या हो गया? hundreds place. So मेरा कितना हो गया ये? 893. क्योंकि ones place में मेरे पास क्या है? 3. tens place पे क्या है? 90. और hundreds place पे क्या है? 8. और अब मेरे डेसिमल पार्ट पे मैं आ जाऊंगी. ये डेसिमल पॉइंट है और 10 में से 2 पार्ट्स. सो 0.2 and 5 out of 100. So my decimal for this expanded form will become 893 point. That this is a decimal point and 2 parts out of 10. At the 10th position we have 2 and at 5 out of 100 we have 5 at the 100th position. So I'll catch you soon in the live classes also. Okay. So I hope you have understood the concept of decimals. Practice and practice. Okay. Till then, bye.